You can't imagine Las Vegas in those days.
And I remember looking down Fremont Street. There was only 2 electric light bulbs, and I was scared to death.
There's kind of this feeling, well, there is no history. Every decade builds its own history.
I was born here in Las Vegas in 1913.
Born in Las Vegas in
I moved here in 1955.
Born here on February 22nd.
I've been here since the first day of 1950.
Since 1965.
October 3rd, 1949.
1952 September.
In 1961.
I was born here in Clark County before Las Vegas.
It was just a dirty, dusty, old railroad town. Nobody knew anybody else. They were all newcomers.
We would play hide and seek over the whole neighborhood.
Fremont Street was paved from Main to 5th, which is Las Vegas Boulevard. Beyond that, you had to go to Barstow to see pavement. My biggest memories was for every job in Boulder Dam, there was 10 men came here to try to get it.
I worked one stretch without a day off for something like 10 months.
But it was a city of neon.
Downtown had the reputation of being the most photographed street in the world.
$8 a day. That was so much money. More money than I had ever made before in one day.
3 or 4 other men besides myself and 40 or 50 showgirls and stuff, and I said, this is the town for me.
I knew that people weren't too keen on black and whites together.
Everybody was very warm. You just couldn't go in and have a cup of coffee. You couldn't go see a show unless you knew the entertainer.
I had wanted to get back to Vegas earlier, but they said a woman couldn't handle the job.
His first comment was, yeah, you can audition, but you have to audition on the couch first.
And I thought, you know what? You're a chauvinistic, you know what? I've got the same vote you have.
I did 2 shows in one night with the Beatles. First person to ever do that.
Well, what happened is the stars, when they'd finished their work, of course, they would come in and sit in with you. So at a moment's notice, they'd be on stage with you.
Everybody in town would be there at 5 o'clock in the morning to watch these 2 people work.
Because I was working with the best, and we were the best. We were considered the hottest attraction in the world.
But we have a bomb sitting up on a 300-foot tower. Nobody's to go near it. And just before they flip the coin, Barney turns to me and he says, Al, do you want to go with me on this one?
Why do you fight me on everything that I want to do? I said, Jay, if I didn't, who would?
When Kennedy walked out on stage at the convention center, it was a sound of awe.
People that I knew who were opposed to him were standing up on their chairs cheering.
He went out to the bell desk. He said, get Rosenthal down here. And Rosenthal comes down because the sheriff's down there. And he says, I'm going to be back here in 15 minutes. Either he's leaving or you're leaving town.
You know, once they cut them down, they're gone. They're gone forever. They're laying out in the dump. Miles of neon laying out there.
I try to share with my 2 sons the memories that I have of Las Vegas so they can pass it along too. That I wish things could be the way they were, but you can't go back in time. You got to go forward.
There were a lot of people who had some vision and foresight, who took a lot of risks, who came here and made it happen.
There were just so many people that helped build Las Vegas to where it is today.
They deserve the same amount of credit as the pioneers who came out in covered wagons, because that's what it was.